We are back for lesson number 2. Laban's trick. If I'm correct, which may not show it here. Values of right and wrong is what we're looking into. Laban's trick. Laban gave Jacob his older daughter after promising the younger to Jacob for his wife. So here's the trick. Lesson objective. Learners will explain how Laban's deceit or deception of Jacob was wrong. Bible principle: trickery and deceit are harmful and wrong. Bible insight: lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. Find that verse in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22. Life application: I know that it is not enjoyable to be tricked into doing something, so I will always be open and honest when I ask others to do something for me. I'll read the paragraph titled Jacob Gets Tricked, and we're looking at the book of Genesis chapter 29, is what we're going to be based on for today. Jacob left his family and home in Canaan to travel north to find relatives in faraway place, basically. God guided Jacob to his mother's brother, Laban, and the first person of the family he saw was Rachel, Laban's beautiful younger daughter. It was the probable love at first sight. Jacob served Laban 7 years for the privilege to marry Rachel. They basically made an agreement. I work for 7 years and you give me your daughter, basically. Jacob, a deceiver in his own family, experienced the other side of deception when, at the wedding feast, Laban tricked Jacob by giving him Leah, the older daughter. Jacob had to work another 7 years for Rachel. So he had to work 14 years just to get the one he wanted. Vocabulary words, which is new words. Trick: to practice deception, an action designed to cheat. Honest: truthful, one who will not lie, cheat, or steal. And deceit: representing as true what is known to be false, lying. Deceit is wrong. Which now gets us to our Bible story, which is our Bible lesson for today. Jacob had to leave home for personal safety. What happened? Well, I read it in the last lesson when he tricked his brother and stole the birthright. And his brother wanted to kill him, basically. Isaac and Rebekah said goodbye to Jacob. Esau was so angry with Jacob that Jacob probably didn't tell him anything. He began the long trip to Rebekah's relatives in Haran. One day he saw shepherds standing around a well. 3 flocks of sheep waited nearby. "Where are you from?" Jacob asked them. "Where are you?" "We are from Haran." They said that was where Jacob was going. His long journey was about over. "Do you know Laban, the son of Nero? I forget how you say his name, but Jacob continued, "Yes, we know him." They told Jacob, "Is Laban well?" Asked if he was well. "He is." Then they probably pointed to the woman bringing a flock of sheep to the well for water. "Look, there is Rachel, his daughter. coming with his sheep. Jacob saw his beautiful cousin for the first time. In those days, it was the custom for cousins to marry. Jacob must have decided at once that he had found his future wife. Back in the day, you could, and nowadays, you are not supposed to. It's bad, hurtful to yourself, and so forth. He urged the other men waiting with their flocks to get them watered and return to the pastures with them. We have to wait until all the flocks are here, they explained to Jacob. Then Rachel arrived at the watering area with her father's flock. Jacob went to the well and rolled the stone from over it. He took care of watering Laban's flock. Then Jacob kissed his cousin Rachel and began crying. Excuse me. I'm your father's relative, he explained. I am Rebekah's son. Rachel quickly ran to tell her father that his sister's son was at the well with the sheep. Laban ran to Jacob. He gave Jacob a warm welcome and took him to his home. Laban must have asked Jacob all kinds of questions. Jacob told Laban all about his family. You are truly family, Laban said after Jacob finished. Jacob stayed with Laban for a month. He helped with the farm work and to care for Laban's flocks. Look, Laban said one day, just because you are family does not mean you should work for me without getting paid. Tell me, what shall I pay you as your salary? Jacob had already been thinking ahead. It was a custom for someone who wanted to marry a man's daughter to pay him money for the permission to marry. Jacob loved Laban's daughter, Rachel, but he did not have money for the purchase, so he offered to work for Laban. I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter, Jacob told Laban. Laban had 2 daughters. The older one was Leah, Rachel, the younger. One whom Jacob met at the well was exceptionally beautiful. Jacob loved her very much. Her father agreed. It is better for you to have her than that she should be given to you to another man. He said, stay with me. Jacob worked 7 years for Rachel to become his wife. The years seemed like just a few days because of his great love for her. At last, Jacob completed the commitment of 7 years. Work for Laban. He asked Jacob to keep the agreement and give him Rachel. Laban arranged for the wedding feast to celebrate. Then he pulled a downright mean trick to deceive Jacob. Laban married Jacob to his older daughter, Leah, instead of Rachel, whom Jacob loved so much. Jacob suffered the biggest disappointment any man could have. He demanded an explanation from Laban when he discovered the mean trick. What is this you have done to me? Did I not serve you for Rachel? Why have you deceived me like this? Jacob was learning the hard way what it was like for someone to cheat and lie, but he was experiencing what it felt like for someone to deceive him. Probably he remembered how he had himself deceived his blind father before leaving home. Laban had a plan. He wanted Jacob to keep working for him. He told Jacob he would keep his word to give him Rachel if Jacob would work for him 7 more years. Poor Jacob, it was a difficult lesson he had to learn. or trickery and deceit always hurts. It's wrong to harm people by choosing to cheat. And basically, the part that it's saying here was, he said it'd be wrong for me to give my younger daughter before I give my older daughter, because it's custom for the older daughter to be married first instead of the younger one first. But, so he gave the wrong daughter purposely just so he can have more work done for him for free, basically. Anyways, that concludes lesson number 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If not, learned something. If not, got your minds refreshened. If not, that's fine. I'm just hoping that these lessons get out for you guys. Anyways, if you want to, subscribe to the channel if you want to. That just notifies you whenever the video is posted and up. If not, that's fine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and feel free to come back again to watch another video. Thanks for watching.